FTW. You mad? FTW broadcasting here for the win. What's going on, guys? It's Awall bringing you another high elo featured game from the main League of Legends navigation. Taking a look at this sexy map that just came out. I'm loving the new graphics. Post in the comments, guys, what do you think of the new graphics for League of Legends with this new patch? The towers look better, the grass looks better, the trees look better, the performance is just as good, if not better, for low-end systems. And in this game, gonna get you some Darius action, the brand new champ. Some are saying he's OP. Regardless, let's get this replay started. Actually, it's not a replay, it's a live game. We're gonna be delayed here by a few minutes. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, Darius on the blue team is gonna be in the top lane. Darius very powerful. Some saying that Darius is OP right now. That ultimate of his, Noxian Guillotine, doing true damage and refreshing every time he gets a kill. That's pretty crazy. Amumu in the jungle for the blue team. Amumu rock solid jungle. Love him in the jungle. We're going to see that Soraka Graves combo for the blue team in the bottom lane. Very dangerous combination to have there. Soraka with the superior sustain out of every support. If you keep Graves down there, he can farm his ass off, move into mid game with quite an advantage. We're going to see Twisted Fate in the middle lane. And that's the blue team, my friends. Let's take a look at the red team. We're going to have Corki as the AD carry in the bottom lane. Going to be supported by Janna. Great combo, actually. Janna can connect with those tornadoes. You can get some nice poke there from Corki. Make that pretty effective. Maybe do some zoning. Janna good at controlling the bushes. The tornado can pretty much span both bushes in the bottom lane. Pop a ward in there and you're gravy. We've got Nautilus in the jungle. A very comparable in power and effectiveness to Amumu. So I like Nautilus in the jungle, actually. The only disadvantage he has is his ultimate is not anywhere near as good as Amumu's. Amumu's ultimate arguably the best in the game. Swain in the mid. Swain's super powerful. He's gonna do fine, I think, against this TF as long as there's not a huge gap in skill. Top lane, Gangplank. Gangplank in the unfortunate situation of being against Darius. The one advantage Gangplank might have is that Darius players are brand new and not fully skilled with their character yet. Just straight up going balls deep right now early game. Gangplank taking down this somewhat noob Darius. Darius needed to back up there, not knowing how survivable he truly was. Gangplank picking up the early kill, he needs it because Darius is very powerful with that true damage. We'll talk a little more about Darius's moves later. See how this top lane setup's going? We're seeing a ward here from blue in the river. Early river ward, anticipating like a level 1 or level 2 gank. That's pretty typical in high elo matches. Personally, if I support in the bottom lane, I like to drop a ward here in the edge of the opposite side bush so I can gain vision there and start controlling the bushes. It's going to be really tough for Soraka to gain control over these bushes because of this Janna. Like I was saying earlier, those tornadoes essentially can act like a bowling ball and just go out both bushes and just push everyone out. Janna, master of the bushes. No pun intended. Seeing some pings here from red in the river and in the bottom lane. No ganks coming anytime soon, though, because Nautilus is in the woods. What do you guys think of this matchup here mid between TF and Swain? I gotta say, TF is gonna be able to farm just fine, and hopefully he'll be able to get some zoning in on this Swain. But when Swain hits level 6, it doesn't really matter. You can't really do much about Swain. So powerful when he pops that ult. Amumu with the double buff right now, just hitting level 4. Wouldn't be surprised to see a gank from him, probably in the middle lane. Let's see how that shakes out. Meanwhile, Darius maybe going to choose to be a little more conservative in the bottom lane. Gangplank does have somewhat an advantage on Darius in that his pistol, otherwise known as Parlay, giving him a little bit of a range advantage in terms of farming. And Mumu ganking bottom. Uh-oh, Corki Valkyring out just in time. Corki's so hard to pin down on a gank early game. TF avoiding a gank mid as well. Nautilus double buff, unable to connect with the dredge line, so therefore unable to get TF. TF can be very slippery. TF did blow his flash though. He did save himself in that situation by blowing his flash, so he is vulnerable for the next couple minutes. I've seen higher level junglers know the flash is gone, then they'll come back and gank again a few minutes later, whereas that mid is sort of unaware of it. They think they're safe for a little while, then they're not going to come back. Let's see if he decides to loop around and make the good decision there. Janna just chilling in the bushes here. Let's see if she's able to do something here with a clutch tornado. Corki getting harassed. The tornado connecting with Graves, preventing further harassment there. And in the top lane, we missed a kill here from Gangplank. We got to back this thing up. Let's see what happened. Darius is more or less conceded to hugging this tower. Darius goes in to try to get his farm on, overextending big time. I'm sorry, but Gangplank can rip your ass apart early game with that parlay and just his sheer attack damage advantage there. Wow. 2 kills for Gangplank top. Gangplank dominating already. That is not how you want to start the game with Darius. I don't think we're going to get to see OP dominating Darius this game. Let's see, though. Decent harassment there from Graves, pushing that Janna back. One weakness, of course, with this Corki Janna combo, lack of sustain, having to blow heal Paz to survive. Seeing some back and forth here in the middle lane. Amumu hopping in there to support his mid. Always a good decision. TF with the gold card locked. Let's see how the farm's looking so far. TF with 31, Swain with only 29. Yeah, they're going to be fairly even, right? Not going to be much of an advantage here. TF not going to be able to do enough damage to really zone that Swain too much. Bottom lane, let's see how Graves is doing versus Corki. No doubt it's pretty even. Yeah, it is. The real advantage right now is, of course, this Darius. Really far behind. Only down by 6 creep kills, I gotta be honest. Gangplank not doing a great job or something of last hitting. He should be up by more than 6 right now. But regardless, Darius harassing a little bit. Oh no, is this Darius gonna get killed again? Is Gangplank going to dive him? No, Gangplank, don't be silly. Don't be silly, Gangplank. And if you're wondering what those red dots are around Gangplank in this situation, that's the passive here, Hemorrhage from Darius. That's his passive. Basically what it does, attacks and damaging abilities cause enemies to bleed for X amount of magic damage over 5 seconds, and it stacks up to 5 times. That's his passive. And it looks like Amumu picked up a kill in the bottom lane. We need to back that thing up and see exactly what happened. Amumu slipping in sneaky style from the bottom bushes. He's got his red buff, so he's ready to attack. Getting the grab there on Janna, diving right on the tower, actually staying right out of tower range. Nice job. Very effective gank here from Amumu. Good job. That's exactly what you need to do. Avoid the wards in the river, right? He didn't just walk through the river like a chump and walk right in here and get spotted. He went around, he was patient, he went up through the bushes, and he got his kill. Nice job. This is more or less becoming a common technique with junglers, and it's a great way to get effective kills early game as a jungler. I don't know about you guys. In my opinion, junglers are the most important member of any team. They control the early game action, they control the ganks, they control the jungle, and they also control counter warding and counter jungling. To me, they're more or less the team captain, and they're the most important member of the team. You guys tell me your opinion. A lot of people think the carries are most important. I think that the jungles are. This TF is completely screwed. Swain barely surviving there. Oh my gosh. Swain with 51 HP, it doesn't matter. Nobody was there to follow up. Nautilus, nice gank there. There's that effective gank we were talking about earlier. And Amumu getting a kill top. Oh my, let's back that thing up and see how this kill went. They needed to score a kill top, honestly. And this Darius doing a nice job of baiting, and now Amumu getting the grab again. Good job on the skill shot. The Pirate ultimate, though, securing the kill on Darius. That's 3 deaths and only 1 assist for Darius right now. He is having a terrible game so far. Let's see if he's able to catch up, though. Amumu doing a great job as a jungler. Really effective on the ganks. Blue getting picked up here by the Swain. Gonna head home and shop. Come back with that blue buff. Start to dominate that mid lane. Corki's getting his free farm on in the meantime. Corki and Janna, pretty quiet so far. Not really pushing things too much, just concentrating on the farm. You know, that's one thing that kind of stinks about being a bottom lane player. I always play an AD or I play a support. Those are my main 2 roles. The game can be pretty quiet for you up until the 15 to 18 to 20 minute mark. I wish, you know, the games are a lot more exciting if you have a very active jungler. And you get a lot more active ganks going and things are a bit more crazier. I gotta say, European players take a lot more risks than American players in terms of the bottom lane. They tend to roam a lot more. They tend to pick roaming supports like Alistar, that type of thing. Tends to make things more exciting in the bottom lane, but that's just a difference in styles between America and Europe. Certainly more exciting for commentary to see European players. TF! Teleporting in here with the ultimate, with the gold card connecting, but Gangplank able to eat some fruit and get the hell out. Darius now low on health. This Gangplank can easily turn around and take him out. Amumu and TF headed towards the mid. Very hungry for a gank there. The Swain, really tough to pin down a Swain once he hits level 6. Especially a Swain with a blue buff. Where I think we're just going to see a gold card harass here. Yeah, having to blow the flash there to save his ass. If Amumu would have connected with the bandage toss mid, that could have been dangerous for Swain. Though I wasn't too worried about him, to be honest. Swain, very beefy. Sort of a weird tank AP hybrid type of deal. I like Swain a lot. You see Swain used a lot in high elo play. Can be very deceptive. One of those champs where inexperienced players will focus Swain down thinking they're going to get him, and then he'll turn things around. His allies will come in to support him, that type of thing. You know, doing that traditional tank deal. Valkyrie forced to get popped there from the Corki. Graves and Soraka not really able to do too much damage. Soraka just keeping this Graves around, though. Graves is ahead on farm now, up by 16 CS. Soraka's able to keep you in the lane for a nearly unlimited amount of time. Pincer movement here with the Amumu ultimate. TF forced to pull back there because of Swain's burst. Connecting with the bandage toss, even with all that damage, even with its double teaming, this Swain still didn't get taken down because the Swain decided to turn this thing around and go back on that TF. He secures the kill. Amumu unable to secure that thing. Now Amumu's the one in trouble because he's getting chased down by Nautilus. That was that deceptive tankiness I was talking about earlier from Swain. I love Swain. Easy champ to pick up, hard to master, to be quite honest. Nautilus, yeah, good decision by Nautilus not to dive that Amumu. Amumu, quite the tank himself. Some exciting exchanges here. Both of these jungles seem to be pretty solid. I can't give one the advantage over the other. They're both being very active in terms of ganks. Both choosing great timings and great situations, positioning themselves right in the gank. That's a good way to judge whether your jungle's strong or not. Also, a good jungler is going to be a team leader. He's going to tell the team when to go pick up that dragon, when to go pick up that blue. He's going to tell people when to be careful, and more or less he's going to be supporting the team in that regard. I really wish in spectator mode that we could see the comments from the allies from either side, but I understand why they don't have that in here. That could be easily abusable, right? Even with a 3-minute delay, you could call some late game strategies in chat, and then you could cheat, so regardless, I always like to hear everything that's going on. Connecting there with the dredge line, is this Soraka going to be in trouble? Getting focused down by Corki. Here comes Janna. Now TF's getting in the game to try to finish off this Nautilus. Nautilus ignited. Nautilus is probably going to die with 44 HP. Oh no, the Janna ultimate didn't save him. Corki being chased down. Gold card locked by this TF. There's the wild card. Let's see if the gold card connects. It does. But that Corki's able to escape. Wow. Now Swain gets into the picture. Amumu connecting with the bandage toss again. Great with that skill shot. This Amumu's really serious with that skill shot. Now with his true damage, Amumu able to, with the red buff of course, Amumu able to do a decent amount of damage. Look at the freaking tankiness. It doesn't matter how many people are chasing you down. You're Swain, bitch. There's the ultimate from on top from Gangplank. Nice job killing Darius again. 0 and 4 and 1 is this Darius. This Gangplank starting to get fed, sucker. 4 and 1, picking up the CS like a beast. I'm a little worried about this Pirate. If you let Pirate get too fed, he's gonna do too much freaking attack damage. One disadvantage that the red team has right now, they're very attack damage focused, right? They've got the Corki, and they've got the Pirate. Is Swain gonna be able to really pick up that AP damage that they really need? I don't know about that. Let's see. Corki Valkyrieing in, nice positioning, and nice job with that Valkyrie. Using it as both a juke out of the bush and a way to do damage to that Graves. I mean, I gotta say, great job by Corki. Nice display of skill. Valkyrie, a tough move to use effectively, really, as a Corki player. As a new Corki player, people generally use the Valkyrie only to escape. Corki doing a good job of using it to do damage as well. Good job. Swain diving this TF right now. Swain popping the ultimate to straight beast that tower. Up by 5 kills is the red team right now. Only up by 1k in gold though. Barely missing with that bandage toss. I'm liking this Amumu. I'm liking his skill level. Double ward here right now. We're seeing double counter jungling wards. Let's take a look at the ward situation overall. Gonna hit F1. What's blue got in terms of wards? Counter jungle ward here. Counter dragon ward here. Nobody's picked up the initial dragon, by the way. Late timing right now. It's 15:45. No dragon pickups yet, for real, guys. And also, we're seeing a ward in the river here. Let's take... Oh, no. Oh, no. Pirates pushing top. Darius getting murdered again! In the top lane, Darius. Oh, my voice is cracking. My voice is cracking. Am I going through puberty again? Darius getting murdered again. 5 and 1. Oh my god, 5 and 1 Gangplank, 0 and 5 Darius. Gangplank's digging this. Let's F2 right now and see what's up with the red ward situation. Just one counter jungle ward here and one protect ward top. That's okay. They need to start warding more heavily once they get towards that 18-minute mark. Let's see if this Nautilus is a responsible jungler and he helps out with that effort. Nautilus getting focused down, though. Can this Amumu and can this TF take him out? Ooh, nice job getting out of that Amumu ultimate, but it doesn't matter. Here's the Pirate ultimate to kind of disrupt this situation. I don't care. 2v1, 3v1. This Swain is not going down, blowing his blowing his flash rather, and his ultimate to escape out of that situation. Here we see a Corki. Oh no, this Corki could be put between a rock and a hard place. Unfortunately, there's only a Soraka here to support this. Nobody with any CC. Soraka only with that silence. He's easily able to get away. I wasn't really worried about Corki there. Nobody's picked up the dragon yet. TF locking the gold cord. Now Swain is going to die. Shut down by that Graves. Graves picking up his first kill of the game. 1-1 and 2. Good job, Graves. Graves top farmer right now. 119 in CS. Number 1 in the game. Not surprised to see Graves at that level. TF kind of out of position there. Just getting murdered immediately. Gangplank picking up another kill, getting that one on TS. Gangplank with 6 kills. Oh no, this Soraka's doomed. Red really pushing their advantage in the river there. I don't really know why blue team was dicking around at the dragon. I understand they wanted to pick it up. But they had wards here. They had wards. They knew they were coming in the bushes. I feel like they should have backed out sooner, but hindsight's 2020. Not really a fair assessment. Amumu getting CC there. Is he going to try like a bandage toss steal here? A bandage toss smite steal? No. Forced to pull back to the tower, being smart. This Darius, way out of position. Wow, he's really lucky he didn't get murdered there. There we go. Picking up first dragon at 16. Let's take a look at... Let's say expect that to be back up at the 22-minute mark. Keep an eye on that, folks. Corki forced to Valkyrie out. Headed back to the tower. One interesting thing to note right now, no towers have gone down. 16-minute mark. Once we get towards 20 minutes, though, I'm sure these teams will get a bit more aggressive. Swain, such a beast. I love you, Swain. Swain doing a pretty good job this game. 111 on CS. Really on Graves' heels in terms of CS right now. Doing a good job. Corki forced to pull back to the tower. Let's talk about Graves a little bit more. Let's talk about his other moves. He's also got Decimate, which is on his Q. And essentially, it's a flat damage move. Deals 210 damage right now, but it deals an X amount of physical damage as you level it up to all nearby enemies in a circle. Champions in the outer half of the ability are struck by the blade, taking an additional 50%. Alright, his other moves are Crippling Strike. The next basic attack he does deals 160% damage and slows the target. And their movement speed and attack speed for 30%. So essentially, this is like a Power Fist from. It's sort of similar to a Power Fist from Blitzcrank, but instead it slows movement speed and attack speed, sort of like that. Deals an increased amount of damage, but slows them for X amount for 30 seconds. Crippling Strike's base cooldown is reduced by 1 second for each stack of his passive, which is Hemorrhage. Interesting dynamic there. Okay, his other move here, Apprehend, just gives him passive armor penetration. When he activates it, it pulls an enemy in front of him to him. It's sort of like a Blitzcrank pull, but with a shorter length. So this character has a lot of utility, a lot of true damage. Gangplank getting Gangster, picking up that kill there. The Ignite on Gangplank. He's taking big tower hits, but able to eat some fruit and get the hell out. Wow, Gangplank's so nasty. Uh-oh, there was a Nautilus kill mid. I'm sorry. Let's reverse. Let's take that, rewind it back, see what happened. This Nautilus already has his oracles. Amumu tried to connect with that ultimate, didn't really work out for him. This TF getting focused down immediately. Good job by Swain and by Nautilus, focusing down the TF, not getting distracted by this Amumu that was in this situation. TF having sort of a rough time right now. TF 1 and 5. 93 CS, he's doing okay on CS, he is falling behind. Now we're seeing 3 champs from red mid. No doubt that mid tower is going to go down. Amumu's forced to pull back. Gangplank shopping. What did Gangplank just pick up? He's got his Triforce right now. Trinity Force.
Turret has been destroyed.
Middle tower down. Second tower of the game. Now we're 1 and 1. Bottom tower down, of course. I didn't note this earlier. Bottom tower down here on the red side.
Blue team's turret has been
Double
destroyed.
buff Nautilus doing a great job of ganking. Such effective ganks this game. Really digging this Nautilus. He's got his P-Stone right now. Do you guys remember when Philosopher's Stones you could stack P-Stones? So, it used to be so OP. Philosopher's Stone used to do more magic and, more mana and more healing regen than it does right now. And it used to be just a super OP item. I remember a lot of people used to abuse that. Those were the days. Post in the comments if you used to play back in the day. I've been playing League of Legends myself since beta. Let's see this Darius. Oh no! Darius! Darius needs to stay as far away from that freaking pirate as he can. Anytime he gets around the pirate, there's a nice parlay crit for 213. Disgusting what this pirate is doing to him. Oh, pirate is embarrassing him. He's wiping the floor with Darius. 9-1, 9 kills now for this pirate. Darius, 7 freaking deaths. He might be QQing here soon. Disgusting kill there from Graves at the last moment. Almost got killed by Corki pulling back in the bushes, and the Corki lost vision. He lost vision. The Gatling gun, unable to connect there. The Gatling gun had already been used before he moved into the bushes, so he was unable to use that PB AoE damage. Wow, nice job. Nice job there. Red team still ahead in kills though, and up by 4k gold. Red team with the overall advantage, namely because of this dominant gangplank in the top lane, and that terrible, terrible Darius. That's really telling you a story. I gotta say, the TF is feeding pretty hard as well. Tough matchup versus Swain though. I thought it was gonna be a pretty even matchup, but TF is getting ganked so effectively by this Nautilus, it's really put him behind. Now it's sort of a snowball effect for him. Bottom lane, Darius getting murdered again! Feed, 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 Darius, feed, yes. Yum, 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 yum. Pirate is eating fruit, and he's eating Darius's for breakfast this game. Nom, nom, nom. Pirate's so happy with himself. 10 kills, 0 and 8 Darius. Oh, that's gross. Ew, so gross. Bottom tower, is it gonna go down? This gameplay is probably gonna have to pull back here soon. Blue team seems pretty disorganized right now, pretty disorganized. You know, problem with a lot of high elo games here, and some of the featured games, you're getting a lot of high elo players, but they're just on random pickups, dual queues, solo queues. The coordination factor really isn't there. So using a lot of individual skill, but not necessarily a lot of teamwork. Amumu, of course he's got his oracles, doing some counter warding. Good job, buddy. Very proud of you, Amumu. Amumu with 78 CS, not exactly super strong. It's okay. It's comparable with the Nautilus right now. Let's see what happens. We're getting towards the 20-minute mark. Dragon's gonna be up here in about 30 seconds, so that's probably going to spark a major team fight. Never mind, red team gonna move over here for some counter jungling action. Gonna try to jack this blue. This is going to spar a huge team fight. TF focusing down that Gangplank, but Gangplank's so freaking fed, he barely took any damage from that farm dash. TF right there, TF gold carding to save Amumu's ass. Amumu bandage tossing to those wolves, that was really, really nice. Now Nautilus is focusing down Amumu. Amumu is doomed, getting shot down by Swain. Oh my, Swain with another kill. Swain 4-1. Gangplank 10-1. Gosh, with 8 deaths from Darius and 5 deaths from that TF. This red team is getting farmed as hell. They're ahead by 6k gold right now. Huge factor right now. With the Trinity Force already, 2 freaking Doran's Blades, a Giant's Belt, a Ruby Crystal, and Ninja Tabby. Gangplank is both doing an ass load of damage and is super beefy. Gangplank is a real problem right now. Blowing the ultimate there was Graves. I don't know what was up with that ultimate blow there, but whatever. There's that dragon I was talking about a minute ago. Getting picked up by red team again. Pulling further ahead in gold. It's starting to snowball right now, guys. It's starting to snowball. Blue team needs to gather up. They need to get in a good team fight situation. Something that could work out to their advantage, catching the other team in the jungle. So right now, it lies on Amumu the jungle and Soraka the support to drop some good counter-jungling wards, some good Baron wards, so that they can catch the other team off guard. Because in the meantime, in just a straight-up, heads-up team fight, they're gonna lose. It's just gonna happen. They're gonna lose. They don't have the damage on board. The only character on their team that's really got the damage is Graves, and he's not even gonna be able to, well, he's gonna be able to do a comparable amount with that Blitzcrank. But this TF, not gonna be too effective in team fights. TF, with only 86 attack damage bonus and like 200 AP right now, that's not enough at the 23-minute mark. It's just not enough to take down a Swain, to take down a Nautilus. And with that Janna ultimate on board, he's in a rough situation, folks. He's not doing too well. He's not going to be able to contribute much right now. TF needs to farm. Blue team apprehensive, deciding to pull back. Not really wanting to commit right now. I can't say I blame them. Nautilus doing a good job of staying mobile. Staying mobile and taking out the enemy team wards. One thing you want to do in a jungler, don't just chill in the lanes. I'm sorry, as a mid-game jungler, obviously you're not chilling in the lanes as a jungler. As a mid-game jungler, late-game jungler, constantly be on the move. Constantly with your Oracle's Elixir. Go through your own woods. Go through the enemy woods. Never stop moving, ever. Don't chill in a lane for no reason. Nautilus doing a good job of that. Amumu kind of sticking to the side of his team, and his Oracles really isn't being used as effectively for that reason. Take note, my friends. Both teams being really indecisive right now, actually kind of making me upset. Try to cast an exciting game here. What the hell are you guys doing? Go all in or something. Nautilus is a great initiator. The Dredge line's such a great initiate, and the great thing about this team comp for Red is they can easily follow up with a Pirate ultimate, and then Swain can get up in there and get gangsta. Alright, Baron time. Is this thing warded? Does Blue team have any wards at the Baron? No, they do not. They don't know what's going on right now. Baron getting eaten alive, gonna be gobbled up so quick. There it is, pop. Critical chance right now for the Red team. Nope, they are going to decide not to move forward. Now it's time for them to go shop, grab those late game items, more or less polish off that the 3/4 mark on their build, probably move in for an inhibitor push. Wouldn't be surprised if in this push, Red team will grab up an inhib. Sir Beef Beef? What kind of name is Sir Beef Beef? Beth? I don't know. This TF has been pretty disappointing. He's been pretty disappointing. Back in the day, TF, remember his ultimate? He used to be like a global vision, global stun, and then he could teleport as well. It was pretty crazy. And there was global vision, global slow with a teleport. I think the TF ultimate's pretty much balanced right now. I've said that before, though. But back in the day, man, TF ultimate was so OP. Oh my gosh, TF just getting so bursted there. It's disgusting. Swain picking up the kill. Nautilus doing a good job of dredge lining on his ally to get the hell out of there. Darius chasing down GP. Is he gonna get revenge for all those previous times he's been killed? Ultimating there. This GP looks like he's screwed. No, his team moves in to save his ass. Now, this Darius is gonna get killed again. Oh, he was gonna be a 1-8-1 Darius. Now he's an 0-9-1 Darius. Swain picking up another kill, and Swain getting fedder and fedder. That is a word, by the way. Fedder. 6 kills here for Swain with 182 on the CS, 200 on CS for the Pirate, 174 CS for Corki. It's over. It's over. The only character that was really a factor on the blue team was that Graves, and Graves just was not going to be able to save them in that fight. Oh boy. Another exciting game. Always glad to see these new graphics. Great to check out Darius. I was saying he's OP, folks, but clearly if you don't have the skill to use him properly, he's not. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Check out our League of Legends playlist up in the top left-hand corner, and check out the link to our channel up in the top right-hand corner. If you are watching this on the TGN League of Legends channel, be sure to subscribe. If you're watching it on FTW Broadcasting, subscribe, sucker! Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next cast.
FTW.